Well guys, how's it going? Yeah, this cylinder, hydraulic ram, whatever you want to call it, is off it's off the cultivator that you've seen me in the last video, pulling behind Old Blue from Tom Anderson's. And I noticed this last fall when I borrowed it from him. The way where this clevis goes onto the machine, you can see right here, it bottoms out. It's actually on both sides, and it's been taking pretty good beating. Well, she finally gave up, so some might say it's my fault. Some might say it is what it is. That's what I say. So, I got a little cast welding here tonight. Cast is a fun thing to weld on, so I don't mind it. You gotta do it right, but I gotta get that. The thread's got a little boogered up, but I'm gonna get a couple vice grips around there to kind of squeeze it down. First, I'm gonna get a valley ground in there so I can get some good penetration. Make a little heat on here, not too much, because I should have ran the cylinder out, but I think it'll be alright. I'm not going to get a lot of heat on there. Just got to get her up to a decent temp so we don't have no cracking and too much stress. Get that back together and then put it on there, and then bring the cultivator up here, and then cut out a notch so this cylinder doesn't do this anymore. So when I get to that far, I'll show you that part. And then I also want to put I asked Tom Anderson if I could put a hitch on the back of that cultivator. I have a receiver piece, tube, square tubing, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to weld on the back of there so that it's not always a permanent hitch on there, which I think would be a great idea. Should work, because my idea is I think I've told you guys, I'm going to interseed sorghum sudan. It's a kind of a mixture, custom mix I had made up in with the alfalfa to try to get more tons per acre. That's kind of my goal this year, of getting less acres and more tons, because I've lost land, and trying to make up and keep going and feed cattle and keep doing what I'm doing. And this year has been crazy for everybody, and it is what it is. We're all behind and we're all running in circles and chasing our tails. So alright, this is definitely a long enough beginning for everybody, and I'm going to get to getting that together, and I'll show you when I get it done, welded up. And that'll probably be it for the night. It's getting late and it's after chores. We'll see you after the next clip. Let the 44 warm up earlier, so okay, there'll be like a video. See, I got some fixing to do, so oh well, it'll be something. Alright, I got a valley ground into there. Now, some of you guys may not know much about welding or whatever. I can explain a little bit to you. I'm not an expert, none whatsoever, but you got to get penetration on any kind of weld. Actually, cast is really funny. Anyways, cast is, you gotta have a certain rod, and yes, some guys will say you don't, and this and that and whatever. Nickel rod's the best. There's a couple different rods you can use too. I'm not a welding expert or whatever, but I know you use your nickel rod. And one thing you have to do, you have to heat this up. The best thing is if you had a heat gun, where you could check the temperature of everything, and they say, I think it is 1200 degrees. Get it warmed up too, so that way it accepts the weld. Yes, that is, I think, the right way to do it. Don't quote me or anything else. I could be wrong 100%. Whatever. I'm not an expert at anything, but I've welded a lot of casts and done a lot of good work on this stuff, just because I'm just a dumbass redneck just trying to make it through the world and keep on going as cheap as possible. So so I'm going to heat this up a little bit with the torch there. I'm not going to get her real hot, but then I'm going to give her some heat so she accepts the weld. And then when you weld, you have to tap on cast, and they say that helps the stress. It does. You have to just keep tapping on it as it's cooling. So you tap on it, you weld on it, you tap on it, weld on it, clean your slag off, tap on it, weld on it. There's more than one way to do it. That's the way I know how to do it. So here we go. I'm gonna get this heated up, welded, and bring it back when it's done. Alright. It's not beautiful, but it's welded. So, alright. There's water on the floor because I've been pouring water right about here to keep these seals from getting too warm. So you don't want to put water in casts when you're So alright, that's the little bit of weld on the back side, and this cylinder will no longer be able to be adjusted, but I don't think that's a problem. But I tapped and tapped on it for a little bit here now, and I think she's good. I didn't hear any cracking, or she accepted the weld pretty nice. So yeah, I'm no professional, but I know how to get by. So that's that. Yeah. Alright, well, I'm going to set this outside the door here and let the evening cool it off and let her cure on her own, and then tomorrow, that sucker's usually egged out. That's probably not helping any either, but it's what it is. I'll do a little adjustment, a little cutting on the torch of where it mounts onto there, so it does not longer have this issue. Blah, can't talk. So yeah, alright. Alright, it's the next night actually. I didn't do any video here today. It's kind of one of those days. It is what it is. Trying to figure out where exactly the cylinder is bottoming out at. It doesn't look like it's nothing there. So we'll go the other way. Raise it up. Wrong way. Yeah, it shouldn't bottom out all the way up. Yeah. I think I can, it's right in there. So I take the torch and just nip a little bit out of there, and there's not much tolerance. I ain't all the way up yet. In there. Yeah. If I look at a cell phone, I won't be looking at the... You can't really see real good. The tip's screwed up. Come on. Alright, now you should be good to go. Alright, trying to get tired of a little practice on welding. What? Huh?
I forgot half the stuff.
So yeah, that rod's done. You got some heat on her. Not bad. Where that dang thing goes, ran through my wire. Now that's a welding rod. That's how you use a welding rod all the way to the end. I always put it at an angle, but if you like it straight, that's fine, but not that way, the other way, out toward, away from you. Some people like it straight, some it's what you get used to. Set her in the groove in there, and you can, it's there. Let us struggle bus on that one. Not bad. Alright, fuck it, just start. Alright, we got the receiver hitch welded on the cultivator. I think that should work pretty good. That way they ain't a hitch sticking out, and use it when you want. And I think it'll hold. Huh. Yeah, we finally got at some tillage. Might get corn in the ground in June. Might. Yeah, hopefully here next couple days here. I'm not gonna rip the whole field. I'm just gonna rip mainly where we drove the most with chopper boxes and manure spreaders in the fall and the spring, and then the rest of them is gonna. We got a lot of weeds out there and stuff. I disc it first, whatever I don't rip, and then hit her with a field cultivator after that. So yeah, Tyler got the windows nice and clean. We didn't have time to wash the tractor, but we got did some service work on her, changed oil, greased it, make sure everything was up to snuff, antifreeze, hydraulic oil, and whatever. And I haven't greased the ripper yet, but we'll do that tomorrow. I'm not going to do a lot here tonight. Just get everything out and give her a whirl here and see how it goes. It's actually not pulling real hard at all, so just going to get done what I think is where the hardest is. Hard pan or whatever, compaction is the worst. Over there. Alright, well maybe bring you guys back and when it's light out and you can see more, so. get her in, I guess. I mainly want to get it ripped right up where the bag was. There's a lot of, a lot of traffic up there last fall, so down here it's really mellow down here. So. Time and I don't know how many years. It's still wet in there, but I can't remember the last time I drove through there that good. Making just a huge difference getting the water to keep flowing out of here. Yeah, might be able to get something to grow down there this year. Might, I don't know. See once. I've had some years that got through there and got it all planted. Then it rained a whole bunch and drowned the seed out and nothing ever came up. Yeah. See ones. Huh. But otherwise disc is doing a real fine job. Cutting it up. Inner once with a disc here and then come back with a field cultivator and go ahead and hit it one more time with that anyway. And maybe we'll be planting corn. Smelling diesel fuel. I was like, what the heck's that? And fix a couple cleaners too while I got it sitting there. So yeah, I'll tear that off quick and braze it and see if that'll work. Alright, took a little longer than I thought it was going, but whatever. Alright. Everything rests and stuff. I just gotta put the air and ether injector and thingamabob there back on and roll the radiator out. Chop a little feed for the cows quick. Someone's out. Yeah. Ferdinand. I guess he wanted to go where the grass was greener. Shithead. Oh well. Yesterday he pushed a round bale through the fence. He's quite the guy. Old Ferd there. He's got more than one nickname now. Yeah. Hopefully you're get that rest of that disc down tonight and get it field cultivated tomorrow and then start planting. I want to get the rest of this here, a little bit of field cut down and ooh, I hit the wrong button and dang it, pay attention to what I'm doing. There we go. And interseed this with that sorghum sedan. I'm not going to do the bottom part here. It's really thick with grass. I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to come down to about here all the way across. Just do this upper half of the field here. And yeah, we'll see what that does. So I got to run to town tomorrow and get seed. And I got to get a couple hydraulic lines that I can run across the cultivator to run back to the grain drill. I do some measurement there and see how long it is and whatever, so I can be able to lift the grain drill and the cultivator. See how that works, I guess. I know guys do it, so for sure that's nothing new. But see how the interseeding on the alfalfa, I don't think that's not really done too often, so we'll see how that works this summer here, if it works at all, or whatever. I don't know. Should have a chance to read this together. It'd be easy to chop, whatever. Just using it for feed, so. Yeah. We'll see what the next couple of days brings, and I'll bring you along and show you finally maybe get some corn ground, so yeah. Well, I'll call this one a video and have to get Ferd back in sometime. Maybe he'll just let himself back in or let everybody else out. See what happens there. Yeah. Well, probably long enough. Call us on a video. He's looking nice. Everything's gonna come at once. If I do it all at the same time, and still be behind. So yeah, I'll have a good plan. Alright guys, well thanks for watching. Hope you liked the video, and next video will be probably field cultivating and corn planting, cotton hay, and chasing Ferdinand maybe, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Now, alright. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. See ya.